I've lived in every major oil and gas town, basically, in America. The thing about Midland is that this is where the action is. This is where the deals are getting done. This is where everything's happening, is right here.
You know, the advantage that we have here is that things happen so quickly and so fast. You know, we can enable young professionals coming into the industry to really get exposure to everything that goes on at a very, very fast pace, you know, and elevate their hands-on experience in the meantime.
I know we went to the Midland Rockhounds game, ran out of suite with all the interns and some HR representatives, and that was a blast. We had a bowling night at Bolero, and just being able to meet new people from all over the United States, really, that's kind of been like a highlight of my internship.
Whenever we got the chance to have lunch with the executives, that kind of just threw me in for a loop, because the CEO of 60 to how much $1 billion company, like just interacting with us kids, it just made everything feel more welcoming.
I'm really enjoying this tour and all of that because I really am wanting to see how my work actually impacts like the company as a whole and all of its operations, and kind of seeing where that leads to in our community.
We provide students with the ability to get very, very hands-on with their projects that are ultimately going to add value to Diamondback.
I did the project, presented it to the team, and then when I came back as a new hire in the first quarterly meeting as a production engineer, that slide that I had put together for my intern project was in the quarterly slides being presented.
Diamondback does a great job of giving you the opportunity to like expand your knowledge reservoir and then give back and take. It's a very like giving process.
You have access to like your mentors, you can ask them questions and see like basically what their day-to-day life is, and it's kind of helps you decide, okay, like where do I want to be in life? Do I want to do this or do I want to do something else?
I know when you're coming on and you're new, especially if you haven't had an internship before, knowing what to ask, knowing what you don't know can be pretty challenging. So that's where I would check in, be like, do you have any questions? But you kind of need to go a step beyond that and maybe put something new in front of them.
It's nice to have another woman, especially in this industry where there isn't very many, that is so good at her job and is really willing to teach me everything. I feel like I've learned more from her than I have many of my supply chain professors.
This experience has taught me that as much as I think I know less, and that it's okay to not know as much when you're starting a role and learning as you go.
I mean, it's been kind of insane, some of the stuff that they trust me to do, but like they're helping you every step of the way if you have any questions, and they're not going to put you in a situation to fail.
Even just a year out of college, I was calling the shots on rigs. I was, directly talking to our VP about big issues happening. And that's not something that would happen at a big company.
And that's what I love about here is, everything that I'm learning is basically what I'd be doing in a regular job here. And I feel like that's kind of where most companies miss the mark, is giving their interns a good feeling of what it's going to be like working here.
We've gotten bigger. I would say that's changed, but the people have stayed the same in terms of who we're looking for to come join our group. And yes, we're growing, but I think it's in a very cognizant and pointed way.
Coming out to Midland and having the Permian Basin as your backyard playground to learn and develop yourself is invaluable, and that's something I would highly consider whenever you're evaluating if you want to go work for a bigger major like Chevron and BP or Exxon, or come to Diamondback where we're growing and promoting young guys and having a lot of opportunities to learn and grow.
Diamondback is the best company I've ever worked at, and it is just such an overwhelmingly positive experience, and I think that the people are what make the company here, because the people are just so kind and positive and supportive, and I think the culture at Diamondback and the people who work here, you're not going to find anywhere else.